Hello all you wonderful Power Appers, welcome back to Power Apps Academy. Another great tutorial we have for you today. So today we are going to be learning about how to take a screenshot within your Power Apps, convert that to a PDF, upload that using a Microsoft Flow to a SharePoint library, and also email that screenshot to yourself or whoever you want. We'll also be making sure that screenshot's in landscape format, and I'll show you some tricks around taking screenshots and PDFs and how to set it up. Obviously both SharePoint upload automatically to SharePoint folder and also email. So let's have a quick look. Actually, before we jump into that, guys, please smash up the like. It really helps us. YouTube depends on likes to get the video out there. We want to continue making videos like this for you guys, so we'd really appreciate it. Right now you just hit up the like button. Also, be sure to check out our partner over at Power Appify. There's loads of app templates, timesheets, HR forms, hardware ordering apps, all sorts of stuff over there. Really decent prices, all customizable, so head over there and check it out. Right, let's head over to a quick demo of the app we'll be building, and then we're going to do it step by step. One sec. So over here you can see the app. We're going to build this. This is one I've already built. We've got a screen over here. We've got an image in there, which is, you can see as landscape. This is a Hubble telescope image, which I've uploaded. We'll show you how to do that. And then I'm going to hit the button here. Boom. You're going to see it's going to load. And then it's going to show you a message that's been uploaded. If we head over to our email in here, we can see we've got an email with the image. And also, if we go to a SharePoint library I've created over here, I'm just going to refresh it. Oh, there we go. You can see our image is in SharePoint. Okay, there it is. It's uploaded. You can see it's in landscape format. Right, we're going to build that exact app. Shouldn't take too long. Hopefully you guys will learn something. So let's hop over to our screen. Right, so we've got our blank screen in our demo app over here. It's just a normal template screen. You might just have a blank screen if you're opening an app from scratch, but basically we want to first of all create a new screen. I've sort of already got one, and then we want to insert a container. So when you take a screenshot, you can either take a screenshot of an entire screen, but then you might get all this heading stuff in it and the bottom bar, which we don't want. We just want the image. So in order to get just the image, we want to put it inside a container. So a container is a way of grouping things or keeping a set of things together. So it's a really useful tool. There's some videos of my history if you want to check out containers and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so we've created a container there. And then within the container, we want to add in an image. So we're going to add in an image. So there's our image. Going to make it a bit bigger over there. Put it in the middle of our container. And then I'm going to upload. If I click on the image and go over to the properties here, I can upload. I've just gone and downloaded an image from the Hubble telescope over here. So you'll see it'll upload it into this image property, and that will turn into the image. Cool, there's our Hubble telescope image. We can make that a bit bigger, like that, like that. Cool, so that looks pretty good. And obviously, this could be anything, right? You might have an app that has like some fields on it that you want an ordering app or timesheet app, which I've used if you check out some of the app templates. And this takes a screenshot of timesheets, for instance, but in this instance this is going to take an image of just of this image, so it could be whatever's on your screen. Okay, so we've got the image in there. Now we want to add in a button. We'll click out of your container, I'm going to add the button at the bottom here, so go button, and we add in the button because when we hit the button, that's when it's going to do everything that we want it to do. So button, just make it 10, and then I'm going to just change the wording. So upload, screenshot, and email, whatever. So we just put that in there for now. Cool. So I want to edit the properties of the button. So on select means when I click the button, what do we want it to do? Okay. So before we go on to configuring the button, what we need is a flow. So the flow is going to be responsible for, once we take the screenshot, it's going to upload that screenshot to SharePoint. So it's going to be the flow's responsibility to do that. So if I click on flow here, I can just click on create new flow. Okie dokie. It's taking a bit of time. There we go. We want to do create from blank. We'll configure it ourselves. And that should bring up here. We just call it as untitled. Let's just name it. So upload image to SharePoint. Okie dokie. We've got a name. So first of all, in Power Apps v2, you can select this and you select the kind of inputs you want. For ours, we want a file because we're going to be uploading a file. So we'll just upload image. So file content. Cool. That's all we need to do there. The next step we want to do is we want to create file, and we look for the SharePoint one. So you can see the SharePoint create file. We select that, and then we let me just quickly go and show you what I've done in SharePoint. So if I come down SharePoint, I go in here. Now you can go in and create a document library. I've already got one added in here. If I go to home, you can see we've got drop-off library. If I click on that, that should load. I've created a folder called picture uploads. Okay, that's the image that I've just demoed to you. If I go back one, and then I create a new folder. Let's go a new folder. We'll call this one test uploads, just so you can see the difference. And if you want to create a new file library, you can do that as well. I'm just going to go home. To create a document library, you can just come here to the home tab of your SharePoint site, new document library, okay, and then you can create your own. So these are just ones I've created before. Cool. Right, so where are we? Okay, we're in our Power Apps. We're creating a flow using the Power Apps. So we're in here, site address. We're just going to drop that down, and we're going to click on Power Apps, and the folder path we're going to use is I'm going to look for that library, drop-off library it was called. So I'm just going to select on that just to go into the test uploads. I'm going to click on that folder. You can see test uploads. Okay, now this you're just going to have to type this in. So you click on the file name, you hit expression, and you go to this function over here, and you just type in trigger body, open brackets, close brackets, then you open square brackets, single quote like that, file. Okay, go to the end, another bracket, single quote, and this is name, so we just want name in there. Okay, don't worry about this, you just type it in, this will sort out what you need to do. There we go, we've got our custom one in there. And for file content, again you go to expression, and for this one we're going to put in trigger body again. Oh, sorry, trigger body might help. Okay, brackets, don't forget to, it's case sensitive, so just get that right. Just use the autocomplete. Then we want square brackets. This one's going to be file, same again, but the last one is going to be content bytes. Don't forget snake case there, capital B, content bytes. Yep, cool. Alright, so make sure you get the spelling and all the case right for that. That's all we need for the name and the content. That's going to pull over those values from Power Apps. one more step, and we're just going to go respond to Power Apps overflow. Okay, just select that, hidden output, just on text, file, and say file loaded. Yes. Cool. Okie dokie. That's all we need to do here. Okay, we create our file, that adds into SharePoint, and then we just save that. So that's saving. We're going to go back to our app here. Okay, there you can see our flow is now added, so we can start using that. So we can go back here to our tree view, go back to our button. We want to start filling our button. Now, because we want to send this image both to email and we want to upload it to SharePoint, the best thing to do is create a screenshot, a variable of the screenshot, so we can use that variable multiple times, because we don't have to take a screenshot for every task that we want to complete, which means doing it twice. We just want to do it once, save it in a variable, and then we can use it multiple times, and that's to be efficient with how we do things. Okay, so sorry, the first thing we need to do, create variable of screenshot. Cool. So we use the set. If we want to create a global variable, we're going to call it var image. Okay, I always start my variables with var, and then this is what we want to put in that variable. PDF is we use to create, it's a built-in function, so basically it takes a screenshot everything and puts it in PDF format. Okay, and we want to take, what do we want to take a screenshot or image of? The container that we created. Okay, because we want to take everything that's in that container, we want to put in our screenshot. What did we call it? Container 2 in this image. Obviously we want to name it better in a real world app. And then to get the orientation right, we go the curly brackets over here and we type in orientation landscape, paper orientation landscape. I think that's what we want. Close that, close the brackets. Cool. Okay, so now we've got our variable. Looks like there's something wrong here. I think we're missing a bracket. When you see that little red mark, it means something's going wrong. Okay, just a bracket closed. Cool, so we've done that part. Next thing, we want to use our flow. Okay, upload image, screenshot to SharePoint. Cool, so now we want to use our what do we call it? Upload, I think. Yeah, upload image to SharePoint.run is our flow, anything.run. Now you can see what it's looking for. It's looking for a file, okay? So we are going to go run, and then we're going to open these squiggly brackets. You just have to get the format, the syntax right for these, okay? So we want file, open curly brackets again. We want our name to be Hubble image .pdf. Okay, and the next part of it is that's the name. We need the content bytes part. Remember, we had name and content bytes. We want, what do we want? The content bytes is the actual, the substance of it, and that's, we get the variable we just created, which is the image, right? Okay, so now if I wasn't using a variable, I'd have to use all of this at the top. I'd say PDF, create that, okay? But because I've created it initially, I can just call the variable for this. So close, squigglies, brackets. Is that it? Yeah, that looks right, I think. Cool. And now we also want to send it via an email as well. Okay, so now we're going to use the Office send image by email. That's and then we want to go Office 365 Outlook connector, Outlook dot send email v2. Okay, so and then it's giving me the syntax above. So what's next? The 2 is I'm just going to put whoever's logged on, which will be me in this case, my email address. Cool. If I put a comma again, it's going to tell me the subject. So I'm just going to put email of Hubble image. Okay. Cool. And then the actual content. Actually, the body of the email. Again, Hubble image is attached to this email. Okay. And then we want to add the actual content as well. So we're going to go to the attachments. You can see I put a comma so I can select attachments, and then again this is going to be table. Okay, open brackets, and then some more squigglies in there, and we want name, Hubble image .pdf. Okay, and the content bytes again. Content bytes. What are we going to put? Because we've created a variable, we can just use the variable. Cool. Var image. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Var image. Close the squigglies. Close the brackets. Close the squigglies. Always gets a bit confusing when you got to close all of these off. Just see where we are. Do I have another bracket? Oh, am I getting lost in all my brackets? I fear I may be. So where are we? Doing like that. Right, we have a problem, Houston. Where are we? So Office 365 Outlook, open, user, email, find Hubble, attachments, table, open squigglies, image, close squigglies, brackets. Var image, what have I got wrong here? Content bytes. Sorry guys, I'm just going to see what's wrong. I'll be right back once I've corrected this. Okay, so sorry, yeah, I've just put it back in the right format over here, and that works. You can just copy that. You can just format all the text. It's a bit easier when you set it out like this. And then we are going to notify user of actions, and then we're just going to use the notify function for this. So notify image has been uploaded to SharePoint and emailed. Cool. Alright, and then we want to just say that's going to be a success type message. Okay, and also we wanted to show that for 6 seconds. Okay, cool. Alright, so there we go. We're going to take a screenshot of our container, which contains the image, and we're going to put that in orientation landscape. Then we're going to upload it to SharePoint using our flow that we created. and that's going to send the name and the content bytes. And then we did the same for the email. We had an attachment of a table, which is the name, and the content bytes is again the variable, and then we're going to send a notification message. Right, so we're ready to test it, guys. So let's see what happens when we push play here. We're going to hit the button. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, we've got an error there. Let's if we go into SharePoint quickly, you'll probably see that that failed to run. Okay, test uploads, or did it? Okay, you can see we've got nothing in here, so it failed to run. It looked like there was a syntax error there, so let's just go in here. Okay, there's something wrong. Let's just try this orientation. I think it's actually just landscape. Let's just check it out here quickly. Container 2, yeah. Orientation. Why is that not working? Let me just check something here quickly. Might be just a syntax error again. I'm just going to overwrite this. Var image container oh, we call it container 2. Sorry, I just overwrote it with something we created earlier. Okay, so I think what we need to do, if I remember, we have to go into our settings of our app, because we're using an experimental feature. So we have to go upcoming features, experimental, and then PDF function, that's right. Okay, turn that on. That allows us to take the screenshots. I think that should fix it now. Let's just check again. Container 2 orientation. Let's just try and trigger it off, see what happens. Come on, fingers crossed. Do we think it's going to work? Yes. Good. That sounds good. I had a beep, which is my email firing off. Let's have a check in here. Okay, open up email. Let's take a bit of time while that's waiting. Let's go into our SharePoint. Cool, there we go. You can see SharePoint uploaded to my folder. There we go, nice and bright. It's a PDF in landscape. Obviously you can, if you don't put landscape, it's going to take it in portrait, so that's the default. So I could have left that landscape option off and then we've just done it in portrait, but it took me a bit of time to figure out how to do that. That's why I'm showing you. Okie dokie. And yeah, there's my email. You can see I've got it attached as well. I've got it attached there, so that's attached to my email. So there we go, guys. We send out the email and we upload it to SharePoint. Hopefully you found that useful and you can use that in your apps. Do hit up the like button and share the video, please. Really helps us out. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll have another video shortly. Thanks, guys. Bye.